Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and welcome back. So this is the recap to the video that I made this morning, letting you know that this additional price drop or discount, if you will, for a limited time is coming, right? Verizon themselves announced it this morning. I knew about this coming a few days ago. That's why I dropped that poll on the Twitter. If you don't follow my Twitter, make sure to follow my Twitter. So I didn't really discuss how I felt about it this morning because I just wanted to drop the video like saying, hey, this is new, this is coming, just making everyone aware that might want to take advantage of this deal. So to kind of recap, start the year with more savings, switch to Verizon for just $25 per line. That's 4 lines, guaranteed for 3 years. So they start off the article with start the year, right? So was this actually meant to launch at the beginning of next year, right? That's a possibility. We don't know. I'm just speculating here. That might be the case, that they launched this a bit premature. Launching something like this so late in the fourth quarter is bad timing. This is what I would consider horrible timing. And this is Hans's first move as being the head of the consumer group. So let that sink in, right? My opinion, you guys know I follow the industry closely. I talk to a lot of people, been at this for a long time. This is horrible timing. Christmas Eve is on Saturday. Most people are done with the holiday shopping. So this is horrible timing. And yes, sometimes in business, timing is everything. And I can guarantee you this is the worst possible timing to launch a deal like this. So close. The fourth quarter ends on the 31st of this month. So bad timing to start off with, right? And by the way, just to throw this in there, this is probably going to be a longer video. So make sure you guys, grab your coats. If you're in one of the cities where it's very cold, grab your hot chocolate, grab whatever you need to grab, because this is going to be a long one. So bad timing for one. Horrible on the timing. 2, why do this to a plan that you already marketed as your cheapest plan? So when Verizon came out with the welcome plan, which before they launched it this last time, this plan did not exist. They introduced it as the cheapest unlimited plan ever offered by Verizon. And I told you guys just shortly after, or not too long after that plan started going into rotation, that it didn't work. It did not bring in additional foot traffic. And the upsell was very tough. So now they discount that plan by an additional $5 for 4 lines. So you got to get 4 lines to get this deal, and that would give you 4 lines for $100. So with this plan, keep in mind, you get harsh deprioritization. You do not get access to the C-band network, according to some comments that I've seen. So there is no value or very little value in this plan. I highly doubt with this plan that you get any promotional offerings, or at least not the best possible promotional offerings. Maybe they give you, instead of 1,000, they give you 500 per line or something like that, right? So that's 2, which I would say is still commendable because it's a cheaper plan. It's probably, at the $25 price point per line. I mean, we're talking prepaid pricing, right? Cricket, and they're bringing that to postpaid. But they made sure that it's on the lowest possible tier that they possibly offer. So from that perspective, again, it's not going to move the needle. It's not going to bring confidence. This right here is not even a smoke show for investors, because I don't think it's going to lead to growth. I don't think it's going to lead to enough growth to where you can post positive numbers to where shareholders might be like, okay, it's actually working, They're going back into that positive growth. No, this is not going to work, Hans. This is your first move as the head of consumer. Manon could have done this too. And then you go ahead and say thanks to the VCG team. How hard was it to drop this goddamn price by $5 a line? Oh man, I mean this is just frustrating because we're seeing such a large company that has been around for a long time, that has been the best wireless company / network for a very long time, just run themselves into the ground. The industry is just too competitive to make these kinds of mistakes. I can tell you guys right now, T-Mobile is killing Verizon. They are absolutely killing them. Right? The T-Mobile story is great. The T-Mobile's pricing is great. They can offer you a cheaper price on the Magenta Max. You know, they do it with free lines, 20% discount. Whatever the case, it makes the customer feel like they're getting a deal. Hans doesn't get it. He could have took that $5, discounted the Get More plan, and I guarantee you it would have made a much bigger impact. Just by doing that and taking that national. Hey, our best ever plan with the most packed value is now $5 cheaper. You get this, and this. You get the best priority. You get our ultra wideband network. It's $5 less. The network you deserve. How hard is that? You're already hurting your wireless revenue numbers. Your financials are hurting. Let's say you have to retain customers using this new unlimited discount. That is a step down. So your revenues are going to hurt either way if you drop prices or not. You're forecasting a negative financial outlook. You guys have heard me say it in the previous videos. For those of you who watch the videos faithfully, you heard me say Verizon as we know it today with this current leadership is done. I've said it before. And now that Hans made this move as his first move in charge of Verizon Consumer Group, I'm still sticking to that same story. They are done as we know it today. They are finished. They're going to take losses after losses. AT&T is coming. T-Mobile's network is going to look far better by the end of 2023. Already getting reports where T-Mobile lights up N41 in these rural counties where the network is relatively competitive. It's night and day. T-Mobile is 6-7 times faster than the closest competitor. Now, of course, Verizon is eventually going to get there too with C-band, but then it's still going to be tough because T-Mobile's cheaper. So it's just going to be a tough sell for Verizon. The only thing that they have to hang on to now is that they have a great network that is still geographically larger by square miles. Those are the only two things that they can hang their hat on now. Anything else, they don't have the value in terms of the perception and the pricing. They're perceived to be the most expensive. The 5G leadership, T-Mobile hijacked that story. They can forget that. So it's going to take new leadership. Hans has to go now. I'm convinced. Hans he has to go. This was his final move to take a stand against the competition. He's going to lose. He is going to lose. He's playing in the territory of Boost Infinite, Dish, MVNOs. He's going to lose because now if they have an uptick, say they have a quarter where they gain 100,000 customers because of this Welcome Unlimited plan, probably won't happen, but let's just say it does. They're going to post negative financials because that is the lowest that they might have to post a lowering of ARPU with this plan and the pricing. So this is just not, I'm going to be very honest, brutally honest. This is not a great time to be at Verizon. Whether you're in retail, whether you're in the corporate side, engineering, HQ, because what's going to start happening, they're going to have to start making some pretty drastic cutbacks because there's absolutely no growth. The Verizon consumer business is the largest revenue intake for that entire company. If they continue taking losses and they have to continuously guide negative financials, they will have to start making more drastic cuts. And I'll be right there along with that. I'll be hearing that info before publicly known. If there are any cuts coming, any larger business units that are being cut, I will know about it. Just like I was made aware from the AT&T one. I'm already tracking something for AT&T that's going to happen in February of 2023 that I'm not even going to disclose because it's still too premature. But that's just stuff that I know and I'm hearing, and it's going to be a negative. T-Mobile will eat off of this. But again, this is not a great time to be with Verizon. Shareholders and investors, they're going to have to start speaking out. The board members are going to have to start speaking out because this is not going to end well. I'm going on record. This is not going to end well. Even if they post 10, 20, 30,000 positive at the Q4 earnings, still not going to be anywhere near enough. The market is still going to react in a negative way, and it's just not going to be good. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I know there's some things that I still didn't get to cover, but I didn't want to make this video too long, like the BYOD, and it's just not the right plan to discount. It was already the cheapest plan, like I said, and it didn't bring any people in the door. Nobody bust down the Verizon doors because of this plan. That still won't happen with this discount. And then again, the upsell potential is there if this does bring foot traffic, but nobody's going to want to be upsold because that pricing difference is going to be too drastic. You're talking about going from 100 with 4 lines to potentially to 300, depending on what plan. So it's just not in Verizon's favor right now. Hans has to go. I have no faith in that guy anymore. He was with Ericsson previously. He ran that into the ground, got let go. Don't know why Verizon even picked him up, but he has been a disaster to the company. He has ran it into the ground, and whoever takes over next is going to have to bring that company back from a very, very bad place. So leave all your comments in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.